Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity. I'm so glad that you're here. This is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. And today we are chatting about how we get leadership readiness all wrong. We think we're not ready, but we actually are. So I have been in rooms full of high potential leaders who don't know why they're there. They don't have the title. They don't manage people. And yet there's something in them that is already leading, something that is just waiting to be found, to be seen, to be expanded. And that is the part of leadership readiness no one is talking about, because most leadership development programs are still rooted in performance metrics. How long have you been in the role? How well do you present? How well do you score? We treat readiness like it's a checklist, but readiness isn't a checklist. It's a connection, a conversation. We keep promoting people based on visible scores, and we need to stop, because it's not a checklist. It's a connection. It's a conversation. And if we keep promoting people based on visible traits like tenure, charisma, technical expertise, and we forget that skills can be taught, what can't be taught easily is the mindset, the willingness, the attitude, the belief. And I have seen it over and over again. We throw people into the deep end of the pool and we never even give them a reason to believe that they belong there. Well, not in the deep end of the pool, but in the role. You know what I mean? They are good at what they do, so we promote them. No coaching, no honest conversation, not even our belief in them, just to a bigger job title. One size fits all training and a hope that they figure it out. And then what happens? Well, many people try to mold themselves into someone else's idea of what a leader should be, and they end up exhausted, disconnected, or stuck. Many burn out. That's what happened to me. Years ago, I took a job at a startup. The title was arbitrary. They didn't even know what they were going to give me. The salary was great, but the moment I stepped in, I panicked. No one could tell me what I was supposed to do. I had no training, right? I came from corporate, and in corporate, your title was clear, your job was documented, and your performance was evaluated annually. So in that world, I had learned to wait to be told what to do, wait for someone to outline my path, wait for someone else to say I was ready. And then suddenly I'm in a new business, in a room, no map, no rules, no validation. And I thought I had made the worst mistake of my career. But it was also the beginning of something else, because when I was finally frustrated enough to stop waiting, I started listening to myself, to where I could add value, to what I actually knew from 20 plus years in corporate life. And then I started contributing, not because someone told me I could, but because I knew I could and I chose to. That moment, that shift was my turning point. And it was when I stopped looking for someone else to define me and my role, and I started trusting what I already knew, what I could contribute. It is the pause in between I don't know what I'm doing, and actually, I do know what I'm doing. It's the moment where clarity begins, not because everything is perfect, but because you're finally honest with yourself. This is why we need a new definition of leadership readiness. Before we promote someone, we should ask, have they explored why they want to lead at all? In plain terms, are they connected to a deeper reason beyond the title or the role? Do they understand what leadership means to them, not just what it looks like on paper? Have they linked their leadership to their values, not just to their resume? So before we say yes to a bigger title, we should ask ourselves, am I clear on who I am in this next chapter, or at least who I want to be? So this isn't about second guessing. It's about realigning. So a tool I've created called the Clarity Compass gives us a way to check in for that alignment. So imagine a compass in your hand. Okay. In the north position is why. Why do you want to lead? What is it that truly matters to you about leading? You're getting to your motivation. What's the belief or the value behind why I lead? So ask yourself some questions to make sure that you are connected to something bigger than you, something that's meaningful, like your values. In the east position on the compass is the who. All right. Who do I need to connect with? Who do I need to become? Who can help shape me? Who can help me get there? Because you don't do it alone. The how is, how does this transformation occur? What tools, habits, or supports do I need to do or to consider so that I'm doing this sustainably? And then consider what's one action or decision that I can take today that reflects this newfound clarity. So you can't just check these off. You have to sit with them. You have to think about them, and you have to let them inform your next move, not just the one that you've already made. So it's not a checklist. It is a conversation. It is a connection. It is a deeper kind of preparation that helps us move into a new level of us that we never knew existed. A deeper kind of preparation that starts with identity, not just instruction. So what's your next clear move? I'm so glad you asked. Think of the last big role or responsibility that you accepted. Did you step into it with clarity, or did you step into it out of obligation? So going forward, use a moment to pause, not power through. There's a reason that you're here. Make sure it's the one that actually serves who you are. So if your organization is still using checklists to decide who's ready to lead, it's time for a reset. So let's talk about bringing the Readiness Reset keynote or a readiness lab to your team. These aren't just programs. They are turning points. If you'd like more information, head on over to www.debbiepetersonspeaks.com and explore what clarity could unlock in your leaders. So until the next time you are ready, be good to yourself